What if you could stop writing that weekly email and still nurture your list better than ever before? In my last interview, Laura Comark shared her brilliant Evergreen email strategy that turns your best content into an automated nurture sequence. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how I built this inside High Level after she helped me consolidate and write a month's worth of emails. And I'll be honest, I couldn't have done it without her. And I'm so excited to have this first month done so I can set it up and start using it. As we talked about in Laura's interview, emails are the thing we always put on the back burner. At least I'm guilty of it. There's been so many weeks that have went by where I haven't sent an email out, and I know that I should have. And on the other side, when you send out a really good email, then it only goes to the people on your list right now. So why not have a sequence set up where you can repurpose those really good emails? And another hint is if you are inconsistent with your emailing, that will actually hurt your deliverability. Email providers like Google, Yahoo, and Microsoft don't like to see the inconsistent spikes when you're only sending out emails when you launch something. So when you stay consistent, you will keep them happy and they will keep you happy by making sure that your emails are getting delivered. So we talked about all of this inside of my interview with Laura. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll link it below. It's a good one. You want to go watch it. And before we go too much further, my name is Kim Roth. I'm a business automation expert and certified high-level admin. With over 20 years of experience turning chaotic processes into streamlined systems, I've seen what happens when you don't automate. And I've also seen what happens when you don't get your email marketing right. So I'm on a mission to help you simplify your software, streamline your systems, and scale without having to hire a huge team. Now I'm going to show you exactly how I set up Laura's Evergreen Nurture system in High Level so you can too. First, you need to go find your emails and most likely write a few. Laura has a whole framework that she shared with me during her interview called the SAND framework. And it's an assortment of emails that let you share, provide authority, nurture your audience, and deliver your offers. And this is the part that I struggled with the most when I was working on mine. I overthought almost the whole thing, and then Laura was able to provide amazing support and clarity that helped me keep it simple. So once you have all of your emails written, put them in a Google Doc, first of all. Don't write these inside of any software. Do it all in a Google Doc where it auto saves for you so you don't have to worry about losing anything. And then you can load them into a email inside of your software. Now, I always load all of my stuff into a template inside of High Level, and that's what I'm going to show you. First, you can see here, I have all of my emails inside of a Google Doc. So I do practice what I preach. I've lost my emails inside of a software before, so I strongly encourage you, just put it all in a Google Doc. Then you have it forever, right? Most likely you will have to write some, but you'll also be able to reuse a lot of your emails from the past. So once you have all of those ready, then you want to come here inside of High Level, and under the emails, there's a template, and I create a folder for my emails, and then I started to load them in here. So you can see everything is loaded in here for month one. If we open one of these up, my emails are pretty simple. I do put my logo at the top. I put a signature at the bottom. I have an email footer with my mailing address and an unsubscribe. In High Level, the subjects and preview text go here so that when you add them into a workflow, the subject is already inside of here, ready to go. One thing I do want to point out is name your email templates so that they are easy to find inside of the workflow. So mine are M1, E1 for month one, email one, and then just what kind of email it is. So keep it simple so that you can find them later. All right, so next I'll show you what this looks like inside of the workflow. All right, so under the workflows, I have one that is Evergreen Email Sequence Month 1. So the very first thing I want to show you is settings. So you want to make sure that allow reentry is on. That way, like once you have, 9 to 12 months of emails written at the end of the 12 months, you can just loop people back up to the beginning. Now, you can't completely set this and forget this forever because you are going to want to come in here, review your emails. If you change offers, you're not offering something anymore, but you know it's in your sequence somewhere, you'll have to go replace that with something else. If you share somebody's affiliate offer in here, you're going to want to make sure that they are still having that as an affiliate so that you don't lose that. You don't send somebody over to a broken link there either. So you do want to keep up on what your affiliates are doing and make sure that your emails are correct. So you will make sure the allow reentry is on. And then this here is a really cool setting at the workflow level because I want to make sure that I'm not sending emails out on a Tuesday. And so in here, I can come in here, I can turn Tuesday off. And I know that if I have to send out an email because I'm in a summit or I have a special offer that I want to send out, and I can always send it on a Tuesday, and I know I'm not going to double up anybody's email. I can also pause the workflows. So if I am going to do like a 10-day launch, I can pause the workflows and then start them back up when my sales launch is over. But I don't do those very often. So those are the settings at the workflow level. I don't have a trigger in here because I am going to add everybody in here that's on my email list. And then from a calendar workflow and from my freebie workflow, I can just add them straight in here. I don't need to have any other trigger. So if you're not using high level, you would have to probably use like a trigger tag and do it that way. So the very first step is I am going to add tags. So I want to know that people have been added into my nurture sequence, and then I can just look for this tag if I want to see everybody, but I also want to see who is in each month. So I also add a month tag. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a wait. So when they get added in here, they're going to wait for 20 hours or until the next 6 a.m. That way, if I have people that were getting emails from my freebie like at 10 o'clock at night because that's when they had signed up, this is going to bring them down into a morning time slot so that all of my nurture emails can go out in the morning. Then from there on, there is an email and a wait between each one. I want to back up here to the drip. So I'm going to add my entire list in here, and I don't want all of those emails to go out right together. So that is why I have a drip in here. Once everybody from my list has been through here, then I will come in here and remove the drip out. I just wanted to kind of spread it out a little bit. So if we open up email number 1, you can see that it has my template in here. I can see what that template looks like right here. My subject line came over. Everything is in here that I need. So to show you really quick how this works, if I click to send email, I can just come down here to the templates. I know I named them month 1. E1 is the one I'm looking for. So I just grab this and it loads in all of that information for me. So it makes the workflow build really, really easy. I'm just going to cancel that because I already have email 1 in there. And so then from that point on, it's just email, wait until we get down to the bottom. And this is a really cool part of Laura's strategy is to put in a flash sale. So, add something at the end of the sequence that you can send out at a special sale. This is brilliant because this means that between every, 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to sell something. You have something in your email list that's going to make you some money. So I set this up as a split because I wanted to sell my strategy session for $197. And Laura was a little worried that there would be some people on my list that may not want to buy the strategy session without meeting with me first. So I did 2 paths. One that is going to sell them the strategy session right out, and one that is going to let them book a call with me. And if they book a call with me on that day, then they will get the special price. So that first email is going to go out in the morning. Again, back here, I have it set so that they'll start going out about 6:45. The first email is letting them know that there's a flash sale going on today. I am going to wait for 5 hours, send out a second email, wait for 2 hours, and then send out the last email. And one thing I want to show you that is kind of cool, inside of these flash sale emails, I can add a countdown timer. So if we scroll down here, you can see that I can say that, hey, there's 2 hours left. And this countdown starts when the email is sent. So I will show you how that works here in a little bit. But first, let's finish up the workflow. So you can see that I have a wait down here for 400 days. This is because I am going to send my whole entire email list through here, and I don't have my month 2 sequence completely written yet. So I want them all to stop right here and wait until I'm ready. So this will go away. Once that's gone away, then I have an action to remove their tag. So I want to remove that month 1 tag, and then I am going to add them into the month 2 workflow from here. So now I want to show you how those countdowns work. If we go under marketing and countdown timers, you'll see that I have 3 countdown timers set up for my M1 nurture sequence. So if we go into this last one, it's set as a dynamic countdown. The duration is 2 hours because I want this email to go out around 5 o'clock. So then the sale will be done at 7, so about 2 hours. It starts once the email is sent. And then here, when it is active, it's going to take them to a strategy session page where I have that $197 price. When the countdown expires, then it's going to go to my normal priced strategy session. So I don't have to mess with coupons or anything else. The countdown timers will take care of it. So this one is for a 2-hour countdown. This one here is for a 5-hour countdown. And then I have my 12-hour countdown. So that's how that would work. You make sure you get the right countdown timer in each one, but then you would be all set. The other thing I want to recommend is put yourself into that nurture sequence first. Let you start it a day or 2 before you add everybody else into it. That way you're going through it and you can see how everything looks and comes out. And if you see any mistakes or errors, you have time to go in there and fix it before the rest of your people start to see it. All right, so there you have it. How to set up an evergreen email system inside of High Level. If you want to do the same thing, your next step is to 1, start gathering your best 20 or so emails that you've already written, map them to the SAND framework so that you have a variety of emails going out, set up month 1 first, and then expand. And there you go. It can be that simple. I can guarantee that the most time-consuming part is the emails. You are most likely going to have to write a few. And if you get stuck, reach out to Laura Comark and have her help you. I honestly couldn't have gotten it done without her. And if this is something that you are curious about how this would look inside of High Level and how the rest of your business might possibly run inside High Level, please reach out to me, book a call, and let us chat about your business. This will give me some insight into how your business works and what we can do inside of High Level to help save you time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss a new automation strategy.